Welcome to Infinite Mind Potential, where we unlock the hidden strength within your soul through ancient wisdom and modern psychology. Have you ever felt the crushing weight of a massive ambition that is slowly being suffocated by your own laziness? We all carry a vision of who we want to be, yet we find ourselves paralyzed by the comfort of inaction. To understand this battle, we must travel back to an era where discipline was not a choice, but a survival necessity. Let me tell you the story of Yuki, a young warrior who possessed immense potential, but lacked the will to act. In his mind, Yuki was already a legend, a general who commanded respect and won battles without lifting a single finger. But while his brothers forged their spirits in the fire of dawn training, Yuki chose the warmth of his bed. He told himself that he was simply waiting for the perfect moment, a surge of inspiration to ignite his warrior spirit. He believed that tomorrow would always bring more energy, but tomorrow only brought more rust to his once promising blade. His master often warned him that a sword kept in the sheath for too long will eventually refuse to be drawn. One fateful night, the drums of war echoed through the valley, demanding every able-bodied man to defend their home immediately. Yuki rushed to join the fight, his heart pounding. But when he tried to draw his blade, it would not move. The rust of procrastination had sealed his fate, rendering his potential useless when it was needed the absolute most. He survived, but he carried a wound deeper than flesh. The realization that his ambition was nothing without consistent action. This story is not just about a samurai. It is a mirror reflecting the modern struggle we face every day. We wait for motivation to strike us like lightning, believing that we need to feel good to start doing good work. This is the trap of emotional dependency. We become slaves to our feelings, only acting when the mood is perfect. The legendary sword saint Miyamoto Musashi had a different approach, one that separated his actions from his fleeting emotional states. Musashi lived a life of extreme discipline, teaching that the way of the warrior is resolute acceptance of death. He did not train because he felt excited. He trained because he was a samurai, and that is what samurai do. Motivation is like a wildfire, intense but short-lived. Discipline is like a river, quiet but cutting through stone over time. The samurai understood that relying on motivation is a weakness. A warrior cannot ask the enemy to wait for inspiration. Yagyu Munenori taught that the mind must be like water, reflecting reality without getting stuck on fear or hesitation. When you procrastinate, your mind is tangled in the future. You fear the difficulty of the task before you even start. The hesitation comes from focusing on the mountain. The samurai focus only on the very next step in front of them. This brings us to the philosophy of Kaizen, the Japanese art of continuous improvement through small, manageable, and consistent steps. Kaizen suggests that you do not need to change your life overnight. You only need to improve by 1% today. If your ambition scares you, shrink the task. Do not write a book, write a sentence. Do not run, just walk. The samurai polishes his blade, not to finish the task, but to honor the steel. The action itself is the reward. Use the 1-minute principle. Commit to doing the task for just 60 seconds. Often the hardest part is simply starting. Action creates momentum. Once you take the first small step, the friction disappears and the path becomes clear and easy. Neurologically, completing a small task releases dopamine, which fuels you to take the next step, creating a positive loop. Imagine if Yuki had committed to swinging his sword just once every morning, regardless of how tired he felt then. That single swing would have become a habit. The habit would have built character, and character would have saved his life. Musashi wrote, "From one thing, know 10,000 things. Mastery of the small leads to mastery of the great whole." You do not need to conquer the world today. You just need to conquer the voice that says, "Do it later." That voice is your enemy. It disguises itself as comfort, but it is actually the assassin of your true potential. A samurai treats his laziness like an opponent. He does not negotiate with it. He strikes it down with action. This is Zanshin, the state of total awareness. It means remaining vigilant even after the task is seemingly finished. Apply Zanshin to your life. When you finish a task, take a moment to acknowledge it before rushing to distraction. Reversing years of procrastination requires a shift in identity. You must stop seeing yourself as a person who tries. Start seeing yourself as a person who does. Identity drives behavior. If you believe you are disciplined, you will act. Write down your code. What are the non-negotiable standards of your life? A samurai without a code is just a bandit. Embrace the solitude of discipline. No one will clap for you at 5 a.m. You must clap for yourself within. Your will is like steel. It is not born strong. It is forged through the heat of resistance and repetition. Every time you deny the urge to delay, you are striking the hammer, making your mind sharper and much stronger. The difference between a grand master and a novice is not talent. It is the tolerance for the boredom of practice. Fall in love with the boredom. Find peace in the repetition. That is where the true magic of growth happens. Do not let yourself become the old Yuki, looking back at a life of potential that was never realized or used. The graveyard is the richest place on earth, filled with inventions never made and songs that were never sung aloud. You are still alive. You still hold the pen. You can still draw the sword and change your story today. Identify one thing you have been putting off. Just one. Do not think about finishing it. Just start it. Count down from 5 to 1 and move. Cut off the hesitation before your brain has time to create excuses. Remember, the hardest part of a space rocket launch is the first few seconds. Once moving, momentum carries you forward. One day, you will look back at this moment as the turning point. The day you stopped waiting and started walking. Our time in this world is fleeting, like a cherry blossom. Do not waste another second in the prison of indecision. The samurai meditates on death to appreciate life. Knowing your time is limited is the ultimate cure for your procrastination. If you knew you could not fail, or if you knew time was running out, would you still be scrolling? There is a beast inside you waiting to be unleashed. Do not starve it with laziness. Feed it with action. Forget motivation. Build discipline. Forget the big picture. Focus on the small step. Forget feelings. Focus on your commitment. Sharpen your mind until it cuts through excuses effortlessly. Make your will so strong that action becomes your default state. The video is ending, but your real battle is just beginning. The screen will go dark, and you must choose. Will you go back to sleep like Yuki? Or will you draw your sword and fight for the life you deserve? Repeat this with me. I am not controlled by my emotions. I am led by my commitment and my purpose. You come from a long line of survivors and warriors. Laziness is an insult to the ancestors who fought for you. Take control. The pain of discipline weighs ounces, but the pain of regret weighs tons. Choose your pain wisely today. The lesson is delivered. The path is clear. The sword is in your hands. Now it is time to cut. Clear your mind of doubt. Trust in the process of Kaizen. Trust in the way of the warrior. Just begin. If this message sharpened your spirit, leave a like and subscribe to join our legion of minds reaching infinite potential. Your journey does not end here. Watch this next video to further armor your mind against the weakness of the world. Keep the flame alive. Do not let the winds of distraction blow it out. Guard your focus with your life. Thank you for giving us your time, the most valuable resource you possess. Use the rest of it wisely today. This is Infinite Mind Potential. We believe in you, but our belief means nothing if you do not believe in yourself. Go now. The world awaits your action. The sword is drawn. Make your mark. Until next time, stay strong.